Tahlia, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, we're doing good here in Big D. Want to talk to you a little bit about your experience on Top Model. Unfortunately, we got to see you go tonight. Tell me how it went. Tell me how this final episode was for you.
This final episode was it was fun in the fact that I got to learn how to act a little bit. I got to meet Clay again and, see him face to face and kind of achieving something that was really hard for me in the beginning of the show. So this episode was it was a lot of fun. It was challenging, and being eliminated, it was hard and a little bit of a shock, but at the same time, I can't tell you how anxious I was to get back home to Phoenix into the heat instead of being in New York freezing.
On the previous episode, the picture you took, it was with the colors, you had an amazing picture, a really stellar photo, the judges thought. What do you think changed from then to now? What was it that, in your opinion, made the judges say, we got to say goodbye to you tonight?
I think it was the fact that, throughout this whole competition, here I am struggling, photo shoot after photo shoot after photo shoot, and then, wow, she gets two awesome pictures, and then we get to the commercial, and, it's a letdown also. Why hold on to someone who's kind of not giving it their all when there's, other girls out there who are working their butts off or who are stepping beyond their comfort zone and doing what it takes to get there. So, I'm not disappointed or, upset with being eliminated because I totally understand the reasoning behind it. No, I didn't give out what I could. I held back a lot, but at the same time, I'm kicking myself, but I had fun doing it no matter what.
In your answer there, you mentioned some of the other girls. You said some other girls were able to get themselves out of their comfort zone and really gave a whole lot of themselves. One of those girls, as we've seen throughout the show, is Celia. And, we've all seen the show. We know that you and Celia had some riffs. What can you tell me about that?
It's just one of those things where, you're venting to someone, you're telling them how you feel, you feel comfortable enough with that person that you're just, getting everything off your shoulders at one time, and then, lo and behold, you're, venting to the one person who is going to take advantage of that. So, it's just talking to someone and letting your feelings out at, the wrong time with the wrong person. That's all it was. Yes, it was a backstabbing move, but, it's what it was, and, if that's how she lives her life, if that's how she treats people, then that's who she is, and she can't change that, and I'm not going to judge her for that.
What do you take away from the show? What are some of the lessons maybe that you've learned about yourself and about life? I'm sure that this has changed who you are and how you look at things.
I've kind of taken a new, I want to say perspective on life, but I think that's too strong of a word. Just that I watch episode after episode as, it goes on, and I see how much I held back, and it's when you look at it and it's like, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I held back the most important piece of me, and that's my personality. So here I am now, trying not to hold back at anything that's thrown my way when it's such a big deal as doing that show. It was so hard for me to just let go in the show, and now I'm actually able to see that for myself, because at the time I wasn't able to see that, and now that I can see how much I held back of myself, I can make a change and fix that and actually be more open to opportunities and anything else thrown my way with open arms.
And I can't let this interview go without asking you about Tyra. Is she as fierce as she comes across on television?
Oh, she's fierce. Tyra Banks is amazing. I'm not going to lie, I wasn't a huge Tyra Banks fan before I went on did the show. I didn't watch America's Next Top Model religiously. I wasn't a Tyra show, watcher. I'm an athlete, so I was most of the time either in the gym or in, on a volleyball court somewhere playing ball. So when I went on the show and I met Tyra, I was intimidated, but at the same time I was intrigued because she's got such a great heart. and she works so hard to help people out and just to make it a better place for people and just to spread the word, about respecting yourself and respecting each other. And it's just, I admire her a lot for all that she's done for not just me, but for everybody else, that she's helped out and anybody that's, coming into her life now.
And last but not least, what's next for Tahlia? What can we see you doing next? Going back to school or pursuing a career in the TV?
A career in TV is something that I would love to do. Acting, modeling, doesn't matter what it is. It's something that I would like to do, and I'm hoping I get a chance to do it. As far as going back to school, I would love to go back to school and, finish studying for my major and, just getting that part of my life finished so that I can actually take another step forward and go into, something that I can actually, make a life out of doing. If TV, modeling, acting, whatever it is, if that is, that open door, I would love to be able to walk through it right now, only if I'm, given that opportunity. It's not something that I'm going to necessarily force to happen. If it's given to me, I will take it, but I'm not going to go out there and be like demanding. So hopefully for me, it's, finishing school and getting an awesome job and just making a life for myself.
All right, well, best of luck to you, Tahlia. Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.